Hello guys, so what I'm doing now is to start cutting all our vegetables that we'll be putting in the oven. And I just cut my tomatoes. I'll be adding some onions, bell peppers, some garlic cloves, some ginger, some scotch bonnet pepper or habanero, anyone that you want to use for this recipe. But the thing is this, you need to put everything in the oven, and this is what chars the vegetables for you to puree them and get your jollof rice red. If you want to, some people just blend this, but I think the process makes it the stew takes longer to cook if you blend it straight, adding water, because it makes it quite liquidy. So when you put everything onto your tray, we will then pop all the vegetables into the oven. And mind you, I use more of the bell peppers than the tomatoes. So if I'm going to be using 2 red bell peppers, I will then use just 2 tomatoes. Okay, nothing much. I don't use lots of tomatoes in my jollof rice. So after cutting all your vegetables piece by piece, we will then pop this vegetables into the oven. After a few minutes, they will wilt and they will roast. You can see that. And then you now blend these vegetables in your blender and puree them. If you want to do pepper chicken, what I do is I just pulse this. When the vegetable is still chunky, I'll scoop out some to make the pepper chicken before pureeing the other ones to make the jollof rice. But another day I can show you that other trick. Then we'll then start making our jollof rice. First of all, I'll fry my chicken or the gallina, which is the hen. That is what I like to use because it's tastier. Just start dropping this gallina into your hot oil, gallina and beef. If you want to use normal chicken, you can use that also, but my preference is the hen because it's tastier. So what I do is I just gently fry the chicken and the beef in my hot oil, fry everything dry and bring it out. But if you want to do your peppered chicken, what you can do is you fry a little bit, you bring it out, then you pour in your chunky vegetable puree and then put back the chicken to coat it. That is my own secret way, but another day, like I said, I can show you the video. After frying your chicken and your beef, everything will fry dry. We'll then put it out, and mind you, we're going to use the same oil we used for the chicken, for frying the chicken and the beef, to make our sauce. And that is the secret. That is what makes this food red. It makes it tasty. So we're getting the best of both worlds. We are using the oil from the fried chicken, and we will also make our sauce with it. So we're getting everything. We're not losing everything. So you can see the oil kind of looks dark because of the meats that we fried. And now we'll then start making our sauce. I'll pour in my chopped onions. At this time, stir together, make everything. And mind you, my jollof rice, I never use tomato concentrate or tin tomatoes. No, I just use the pureed vegetables that we roasted in the oven. I'll then pour in the pureed vegetables, stir this together. I'll pour in the rest, making sure you scrape out everything. But however, if for any reason you find yourself making, or that you made lots of the tomato or the puree, the vegetable puree, you can just store it in a zip bag. Use it in another recipe. Just add some water to loosen the rest of the vegetables in your blender, and then we'll pour the rest into the pot. Good. Cover this to fry. We'll then check on our sauce, and it's looking good. It's frying well and dry. But that is the secret. If you don't fry it dry, there's tendency that your jollof rice will get sour faster because of the tomato didn't fry well. I'll then add in my mixed spice and all the spices you like. Here I just added some mixed spice, and then I'll be adding some curry powder before adding some thyme leaves, and then but just add to your preference. Curry powder, turmeric, add your seasoning cube, all the things you need for your jollof rice, and then stir everything together. And then on the side, I forgot to mention, the secret of this jollof rice is soaking your rice in hot water. So what I do is, before I put it finally in the sauce, I wash the rice, I soak it in hot water, and then after a few minutes it will soak up, but it won't cook, and that is why it's white, or that was why it's kind of parboiled, but by soaking. So what I do then is to pour it into the tomato sauce, stir everything together before we then add the chicken stock, which is now the final thing to finish making our jollof rice. I put in the rest of my rice, stir everything together. Good. This is now the time to add in the chicken stock, and this is the chicken stock we used in cooking the beef and the chicken that we fried. So everything, by the time you finish making your chicken and your beef, you keep the stock aside, and then you keep it for making the jollof rice. This is what makes our jollof rice very tasty. So if you're cooking your chicken and your beef, keep the stock for making the rice. Stir together again to make sure that nothing is sticking to the bottom of the pot. But you have to taste this to be sure that the salt is enough. Please, if it feels a little bit salty, or if you taste it and you feel like it needs a little bit of salt, maybe you might have to stop then, because sometimes you think, oh, it doesn't have enough salt, and then by the time you put more salt, the salt tends to break down and then the food gets too salty. If you taste it and there's no salt at all, then maybe you have to add the salt. But why I don't add any seasoning before the meat stock is because the meat stock already has some salt and the seasoning cube. So I like to pour the meat stock into the rice, taste it first. If I feel it needs, then I will add more. If not, I leave it. But this time around, I tasted the food, I tasted the rice, and I felt it needed a little bit of seasoning, and that is why I added 1 seasoning cube to enhance the taste of the food. We cover our pot, and then by the time the rice starts to boil, what I do is I use a foil or aluminum foil to cover the rice even more, and this is to trap the heat, because if you leave it like this and the vapor escapes, the rice will still be hard, and then you find yourself adding more water into the rice, which is not needed. So when the rice boils, just that little one from the stock, once the stock covers the rice, it's good. You don't need any more water or stock. So what I do is I allow it to have that initial boil. I'll then put an aluminium wrap over it on the lid, cover the pot, and then allow the vapor to cook the rice and to open the rice. That is the secret. Please use your aluminum foil. It makes the rice very fluffy, it cooks it down, and it makes the rice super delicious. So after a few minutes, by the time the aluminum foil traps the heat, our rice is done. It looks very good. We didn't add so much water or the stock was just enough, the initial stock from the chicken and the beef, and this is what we have. So guys, you can beat this authentic red jollof rice at home. Do give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Please support this growing channel and subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy this beautiful Nigerian cuisine, Nigerian jollof rice that everybody is so crazy about. I'm then ready to start plating this yummy dish, and then, as I like to do, I have this mini bowl that I use in scooping the food just to make it look nice. However, you can just scoop this straight into your plate and enjoy this food, but I just like the mound that this bowl makes. It makes the food look very cute, like little mountains or little hills, and that is what I do, just to, and also for portion control, so I don't have to eat so much. By the time I add 1 or 2 bowls, I know the portion of rice that I'm eating for the day. So we scoop the rice, make it look beautiful, put it onto your plate before we then start adding our chicken, fried chicken, and the beef. I also made some salad on the side to go with this dish, because in many Nigerian parties, once you go, you always have your jollof rice, fried chicken, some salad, and also moi moi. Moi moi will be a recipe that I'll be showing you later on in another video. So this is what we have. It looks amazing. I'll then add some of my salad that I made with some tzatziki sauce, this Greek yogurt sauce that I got from the supermarket. So I just put everything onto my plate. The jollof rice is there present. We have the fried beef, we have the fried chicken, and then our salad to go with the tzatziki sauce. Also use mayonnaise if you want, whatever you prefer. After adding our salad, we'll then add the tzatziki sauce on the side. You can even mix it into the salad if you wish. So guys, this is what we have: a beautiful plate of jollof rice. We have our fried beef, the salad, the tzatziki sauce, and everything good. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you then. Bye.